All right, welcome one, welcome all. It's 27 minutes on to the hour of 7 o'clock. Welcome to the segment of Good Morning Grenada. Yeah. Nara. It's windy outside, man. Reaching out and say good morning to you, Mary Banks. Yolan Swan, good morning to all the loyal listeners. Mr. Joseph, good morning to you, she says. Sylvina Charles, good morning. How you do? All is well? Good morning, early and all the way in the US of A. Yulin Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, everyone. Blessings all. Have a great, safe day ahead. Yulin, have yourself a wonderful day now also, okay? Nice. West Indies versus Australia in the final T20. History was made. Andre Russell and Shane Rutherford, they put on the highest ever sixth wicket partnership. Andre Russell scored 71 from just 29 balls. Yeah. Shane Rutherford, he did 67 runs from 40 balls. Rovman Powell made 21 from 14. Roston Chase, 37 from 20. West Indies seems to have an edge on this one. Yep. Because at the moment, Australia, they're at 79 for 1 in 7.5 overs, requiring a further 142 runs in 73 balls. I don't know what to say on this one, man. West Indies, they're so unpredictable. The current run rate is now 9.87, but the required run rate is 11.83. Looking at the win probability, West Indies 80.08%. Australia's got a win probability of 19.92%. But that can change so quickly, man, in West Indies' case. Don't know how to bet on West Indies, but I can't bet against them either. Nice. Yulin, good morning again. You good? Lots of snow this morning. Well, we didn't have snow. We have a lot of wind and kind of topsy-turvy sea, man. That's it. That's what we've got at the moment. Folks, don't forget you can always call in on our WhatsApp. All right. And the number is the same, 435-2041. That's when we're having the conversation. This morning, I will be joined by a boxing coach from Finland and another representative from the Grenada Boxing Association. Michelle Bernard says, good morning, Mr. Gordon. Good morning, Michelle. Didi Charles. Good morning, Innocent, and all your listeners. Good morning, Didi. How you doing? Reaching out and saying good morning to teacher Reggie and the family out there in Bellevue. Yep, I do hope that you had a great night. Good morning to the principal, staff, and students of the St. David's Catholic Secondary School. Coach Dennis Williams, good morning to you. How you doing? Nice. It's 22 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Hope you're doing fine. Yeah, today is going to be a good day. Trust God for that. Yep. Cameron, Andrew, good morning. My colleagues, them, good morning. Good morning, Cameron. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Yep, my Jamaican brethren. Good. Well, let's see what's happening as it relates to the program this morning. Let's get with the program. And it's time for the word of the day. And the word of the day today, it is a noun, it is a naming word, and that word is quirk. Quirk. Q-U-I-R-K. Quirk. Yeah, that's one of the pillars of six senses, right? Quirky experiences. Fun and quirky. Yeah. Now, quirk refers to an unusual habit or way of behaving. It can also refer to something strange that happens by chance, as in a quirk of fate. Yep. So remember that. Quirk. Q-U-I-R-K. It refers to an unusual habit or way of behaving. It can also refer to something strange that happens by chance, as in a quirk of fate. Good morning to you, Petlin, and the folks out there in Munich and St. Andrew. Yep. The Maxwin family, good morning. Uncle Leonard, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, when you see Urban Mason, tell him morning for me, and yeah, Branny. Don't forget Brooklyn too, right? Yeah, and Galba. Eric Mitchell. You know, Eric Mitchell is a famous name in Trinidad. Yeah, like Pink Panther name, you know. Yes. Good, nice. Munich, good morning. Mama Ken, good morning to you also. Bacolette, morning. Kitty Cat, how you do? Long time I haven't seen Alwyn. How you doing, Alwyn? Debbie, good morning to you and family. The Sandersons, good morning. Cafe, good morning to you. Yes, here's how we can use that word in a sentence. For an icebreaker, we were each asked to share a noteworthy quirk about ourselves. Now, mine was that I have to make sure every square of my waffles is buttered evenly before I eat them. That's quirky. Yeah. Nice. Out of the ordinary. Folks, it's 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Carriacou is winding down the carnival celebrations. Yep. Alright, but before I tell you of what's buzzing, the thought of the day. Morning, Nadisha. How you doing? The peanut butter snow ice lady. Now, when you hear only what you want to hear, you're not listening. When you read only to confirm what you know, you're not learning. Stretch yourself. That's how you grow. Let me repeat this. When you hear only what you want to hear, you're not listening. When you read only to confirm what you know, you're not learning. Stretch yourself. That's how you grow. That is the thought of the day. Stretch yourself today. Sometimes we get overwhelmed and we get frustrated and we get, life is like that. But that's life. No getting away from that. So yeah, buzzing. Carriacou is winding down the carnival celebrations. We have a whole lot of Grenadians from the mainland who went up there. Yeah, and from all indications, they are having a blast. Looked on Facebook this morning and I saw my partner Adrian Pursueda Thomas, the Honorable, together with Kem Jones and Tevin, the Honorable Tevin Andrews, having a fun time. Kayak Mass 2024 coming to an end, right? Also this morning they're reporting that there is reduced seismic activity at the Kikamjeni submarine volcano. That's good news. But the waves are still coming in heavy, man. So folks, be careful out there. Sea users, beach goers, be careful. Those of you who are in Carriacou and have to come back onto the mainland, please be careful. Remember to navigate 1.5 kilometers away from Kikamjeni, okay? Yeah, that's ordered. So please be guided accordingly, accordingly. Let me be careful. All right, so again, buzzing this morning. I told you yesterday that Marshall Montano, he ran away with the National Calypso Monarch in Trinidad 2024. All right, and strange enough, that was Marshall's only release for Carnival 2024. He did a song called, what was the name of that song again? Let me see. What's the name of that song? Can't remember the name at the moment, but Calypso, The Soul of Calypso. Yeah, that's the name of the song. We also had former Calypso monarchs Karen Ashe and Roderick Chuck Gordon. They came second and third respectively. Yeah, great performance from Marshall, man. He is the only person in Trinidad to have won the Junior Calypso Monarch, the Soca Monarch, the Groovy Monarch, and now the Calypso Monarch. That's good. Rough seas continue to affect the Grenada coastlines. That's concerning. But folks, at this time, we've got to take that break. Let me see what's happening here on our WhatsApp platform. All right, Kimani tuning in from Jamaica. Big up. Hey, wow, Jamaica is in the house. How is Mandeville doing today? Yeah, that's my favorite spot in Jamaica after Ocho Rios. Ochi. Yeah, Mandeville. I like Mandeville. All right, good morning, Innocent. Today's Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, also known as Shrove Tuesday. On Fat Tuesday, the custom was to eat pancakes to use up all the fat before fasting for Lent. Pancakes may be called crepes or French patois, in French patois. Shrove means getting absolution for sins. Then on Ash Wednesday, penitents receive ash on the forehead as a sign of repentance. Carnival comes from Latin carnevale, meaning farewell to meat. So Carnival was all to do with Lent before, so that is why the jumping up would end at midnight on Tuesday. All the best. Thank you, Heather. Have yourself a great day. All right, good morning to Lydia Francisco at the prison for me, please. Thanks much, Lydia. Good morning. Erlin says good morning. All right, hope all is well. Good. That's it, folks. We've got to do that break. We've got to head on to the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather. Before I run off, let me see what's happening here. Australia is now 103 for 1, needing 118 runs in 58 balls. Yeah, it's getting a bit tougher, but then again, those Australians, they just hit out in the end, boy. Mildred Smith, good morning. Good morning. Nice seeing you, Mildred. Nice. It was nice seeing you. Gracelyn Rubin says good morning. Also, Hercules, good morning, my bro. Have a blessed day. Hercules, you good? Hope all is well. Mildred, all right, Mildred, good morning again. Arthur Langayan, good morning, my brother, on this Tuesday morning. Good morning. All right, Cameron says his favorite is Spanish tongue. Well, Anthony Fraser, good morning, all at GBN. I am listening. Morning, Anthony. Hope you're having a great day. Jillian is in the building. But folks, we've got to take that break. We've got to go to the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We're with you anywhere and everywhere.
Someone to help you to your feet. I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you. No, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands. We got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Canadians are being told there's no need for panic at this time as the National Disaster Management Agency continues to monitor seismic activities at Kikumjeni. Christina John has the latest update.
After an initial alert highlighting increased seismic activity at Kikumjeni and a subsequent press release confirming that the activity subsided, the National Disaster Management Agency is reporting no further change in activity levels. In a statement released on Sunday, NADMA said it was advised by the University of the West Indies Seismic Research Center, the UWI-SRC, that the elevation in seismicity began on February 9th at 11:14 p.m. Noting that the increased activity continued until 3 a.m. on February 11th, the release revealed a count of up to 3,400 events, with the largest measuring a magnitude of 3.3, which was recorded on the 10th of February. The NADMA release further stated that since 3 a.m. on Sunday, the activity subsided in magnitude and frequency to almost a complete stop. NADMA cautions that activities at Kikumjeni can either increase, decrease, or remain at normal readings. Based on information from the Seismic Research Center, the alert level remains at yellow, which means that the volcano is restless and seismic activity is above historic levels. This level also means that all marine interests should maintain the exclusion zone of 1.5 kilometers. The UWI-SRC will continue to monitor the submarine volcano and provide update analysis of the situation. National Disaster Coordinator Terence Walters told GBN there is no need for panic at this time, but the National Disaster Management Agency continues to monitor seismic activities at Kikumjeni. Walters said there are 4 fully functional seismic stations in the north of Grenada monitoring Kikumjeni. The systems were recently upgraded and a new one installed. Former acting National Disaster Coordinator Sylvan McIntyre says it is important that people are aware of the dangers posed by a submarine volcano.
It is critical for people to understand that a submarine volcano, it is dangerous because there are some hazards associated with it, as you were asking. If there is an eruption of a particular capacity, there could be tsunami generated as a result of that. Yes. And there could be wave action that can cause sea surges, and it could lead to coastal erosions and damage to the coastline, etc. But as it stands now, over the 13-14 times that it has erupted, there has not been any indication or anything of that magnitude has happened.
McIntyre detailed what has happened over the years as it pertains to the development of Kikumjeni.
What is also important to note is the volcano was growing rapid and was intended or likely to become an island sometime in the future. It was growing at a particular rate. Okay. But within the last couple of years, there has been some eruptions underneath that was not massive to come up to the surface, but it broke that cone and led to some spill runoff that has decreased the growing tendency of when it was going to come up. So right now, it is just under 300 meters below sea level, about 273 to 275 meters under sea level. So that is not very deep. That's the rim technically of the volcano itself. Okay. It is just about 2.7 something under sea level.
Since the discovery of the volcano, it has erupted over 13 times. Christina John, GBN News.
The sister island of Carriacou is alive with excitement as carnival activities reach a climax. A flood of events in recent days, including the Queen Show, Soca, Groovy, and Calypso competitions, and Juve morning celebrations, has the island buzzing with energy. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
Coming Coming on the heels of the 50th anniversary of independence, excitement continued to permeate the atmosphere as hundreds flocked the Sister Isle to participate in Kayak Mass 2024. The competition was nothing short of thrilling on Friday night as a new groovy king was crowned. Leron Joseph, known as Two Black, captivated the audience with his electrifying performance and captured the groovy title. In the Power Soca arena, newcomer Dante Sylvester, also known as Playboy HTD, made a stunning entrance, walking away with the coveted title. Noshanda Charles, whose stage name is Shonda, was crowned the new Calypso Queen on Sunday night, with Brendan Killer B. McKee in second position. Speaking to GBN via telephone, Princess John, chairperson of the Carriacou Carnival Committee, expressed delight at the success of this year's festivity. She noted a significant increase in the number of visitors to the Sister Isles, with the influx more than double compared to previous years.
For this year's 2024 Carnival, we have a greater influx of visitors, like persons coming back home, persons coming for the 50th anniversary of independence, and first-timers coming to Carriacou for Carnival. I can say we almost have double the number of persons who have coming to Carriacou every year. If you would have noticed, the boats, Tilbury Express, Dolly Sea would have made, extra trips to Carriacou for the festival. We also have Austria bringing in a second ferry, and both of them are filled every day of the week. We had ferry service every day of the week. We have the plane doing an extra trip every day of the week, and my God, Carriacou is just filled. Okay.
John provided a rundown of the remaining activities.
Right, so on Monday we have our Juve beginning from 5 p.m. and I can tell you the Carp is in a Juve mood. Everybody is just gearing up for the Juve. We have the most unique Juve in the world, I can say, for Carriacou and Pretty Mad Lake. And later on in the afternoon, we'll see the parading of the fancy mass bands on the streets from 3 p.m. We also have an increase in the registration of the participation of the fancy mass. At 9 p.m., we'll see the Monday night mass bands. And we also have an increase in the number of bands participating in the Monday night mass band. On Tuesday, we have our unique Shakespeare Mass. Shakespeare Mass will be at Mount Royal from 6 a.m. and 6 Road, and then they will journey into town and finish the Mass there. And from 2 p.m. we have the final last lap and parading of the band on the streets of Hillsborough. The committee is very concerned because I'm not sure if you remember in 2016 we had a tragic boating accident where we had a couple of persons, lost their lives at sea. So, just coming to Kayak Mass. So this year we do not want anyone to lose their lives for the march. We want to come and enjoy yourself, accident, incident free. Kikam Juni, it's Mother Nature. It's nothing we can do to stop it, but we just have to be prepared and be cautious.
However, amidst the revelry of the carnival celebration, there is a sobering note of caution as officials at the University of the West Indies Seismic Research Center are closely monitoring Kikam Jenny, a submarine volcano located north of Grenada. A press release from the National Disaster Management Agency revealed increased seismic activities at the submarine volcano, but another release said the activity had subsided. We are optimistic that the carnival revelers and visitors who journeyed to the Sister Isle will return to the mainland safely. Renape Thomas, GBN News.
Meanwhile, responding to concerns about the utilization of the EC $7.5 million allocated for Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence celebrations, head of the National Organizing Committee Secretariat for the 50th Independence Celebrations, Gail Purcell, said the committee was well under budget for its independence celebration spending.
I simply say we are on par with the budget. Actually, we're running under budget at this stage. We're managing it tightly and continue to be cognizant of the importance of working within a budget that was provided.
Purcell said the activities which took place on February the 7th, which is Independence Day, were the most expensive.
So the most expensive undertaking for our period at the time has been the facilitation of the Independence Day events overall, and there are numerous vendors that we've had to work with during this period. Very difficult to give you a number because, as you could see, in the last 3 weeks we've had 17 events which require numerous individuals, numerous vendors to work with for different requirements. So all I can say is there were numerous individuals who were engaged and numerous vendors engaged.
Members of His Majesty's opposition have denounced claims regarding government funding for independence activities.
Members of His Majesty's opposition, the New National Party, are calling on Mr. Orlando Romaine, advisor to the government and creative director of the National Organizing Committee, to, quote, confirm publicly that opposition MPs did not receive $10,000 from the National Organizing Committee. Unquote. During a press conference on Friday morning, Mr. Romaine claimed that all members of Parliament, including those in opposition, were provided with $10,000 towards independence activities.
I'll respond to that question. The answer is yes. Each constituency rep MP would have been assigned a budget so that that particular constituency can do the essential things such as cleanups, decorations in preparation for the celebration activities. Best of my knowledge, that was distributed to everybody, all MPs. So I will have to do some research to see whether their claim is true or not. Yes, they all had access to the funds. Whether or not they used it or not, as I said, I would have to inquire and do some research on that to establish their claim.
Members of the opposition categorically denied receiving such funds. The release from the NNP called Mr. Romaine's statement a blatant attempt to mislead the nation and called upon him to promptly correct this misinformation with accurate details. It added that Grenadians deserve transparency and honesty, not deceitful tactics aimed at obscuring the truth. GBN reached out to Mr. Romaine for clarity on whether or not opposition MPs were provided with $10,000 for independence activities. However, our calls went unanswered. Our news desk also attempted to contact the National Organizing Committee Secretariat and Nolan Cox, opposition representative on the committee. Those calls also went unanswered. Last Monday, the 5 elected opposition members in the lower house of Parliament refuted claims that they have received EC $10,000 from government to assist with constituency activities for the 50th anniversary of independence celebrations. Eminent Pear, Member of Parliament for St. Andrew South East, confirmed this to reporters during a news conference.
I believe for all of us around this table, we have other persons who sit within the cabinet of Grenada who are sending individuals to our offices saying to them that we would have received $10,000 in support of activities for independence. My colleague here just sent to me this morning, someone would have come to him from the government saying that he received those monies. Let me just make this abundantly clear. None of our members here would have received any monies from the government up to this point as it relates to independence celebration. And as it relates to the constituency funds, the $10,000 received, let me make that abundantly clear. That persons are saying that we received, let me make this abundantly clear, that no member sitting on this table would have received $10,000 from the government as allowances for constituency activities. So not the independence amount, not the constituency allowance. We have received nothing of this nature. As a matter of fact, we have some serious concerns as to documents that we've seen, and we await an opportune time to discuss those with the government and others concerned.
Christina John, GBN News.
Last Saturday, the Carinash underwent a stunning transformation as the National Organizing Committee hosted the highly anticipated Pan and Food Fest, featuring a blend of culinary delights with the harmonious melodies of 7 steel bands. The event showcased the rich cultural heritage of Grenada, with steel bands delivering captivating performances that paid homage to the island's musical traditions. At the same time, local vendors served up an array of mouth-watering, savory delights. The Pan and Food Fest proved to be a sensory delight, and scores of spectators gathered to partake in the festivities. Here is a taste of last Saturday's event. Pan and Food Fest, organized by the National Celebratory Committee, was part of the year-long activities planned for the island's 50th independence celebrations. Now, 4 firefighters on the sister isle of Carriacou were honored for their remarkable courage and dedication in the face of danger while in the line of duty. Nisha Paul has this report.
Corporal 412 Martin Plenty, Constables 972 Carl John and 266 Ellerton Alexander, along with Rural Constable Garfield Noel, were lauded for their pivotal roles in containing a devastating fire that ravaged the Grenlec Power Station in Boucheju, Carriacou, back in April 2023.
Despite the building being engulfed in flame, these gentlemen fought against the intense heat, heavy smoke, and the fear of explosion, which could have caused them to be burnt alive.
That was an excerpt of the citation for the award presented during the recent Ministers' Gala and Award ceremony in Carriacou. Corporal Plenty and Constable Noel were on hand at the first-time event to proudly accept the esteemed accolade, rewarding their selfless service and unwavering dedication to their duties.
I feel honored, I feel great. And what makes me feel more great, I am a descendant of Carriacou. My mom was born in Carriacou. Her whole bloodline is Carriacou. And I'm happy to do something for my mother's land. You know, I'm proud. I am very proud.
I feel so proud to serve my country, and I will continue serving my country and make it more proud.
They were among 21 deserving recipients recognized for their contributions across various sectors to the island's growth and development. In the Petite Martinique category, several individuals, including Simeon Clement, Pamela Caesar, and Dylan Logan, were honored for their remarkable contribution to community service, education, and sport, respectively. Similarly, Carriacou witnessed commendations for Kimberlyn Mills, Marissa Gay, and Jamora Alves, among others, for their outstanding achievements in business, health, and sports. Special recognition was also extended to Bernadette Lendor Sylvester and Lucy DeRocher for their invaluable contributions to education and public service, respectively. The heroic deeds of these firefighters, alongside the remarkable achievements of their fellow awardees, stand as a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
In a bid to tackle the pervasive issue of littering and foster a culture of cleanliness instead, the Grenada Green Group has unveiled its latest initiative, Community Shine, and they're inviting all residents of the island to participate. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
The Community Shine campaign aims to mobilize communities across Grenada to actively keep their surroundings clean for the next 6 months. Participants, whether community groups or individuals, are encouraged to submit a maximum of 5 current pictures showcasing areas within their village. Over the next 6 months, these areas should be consistently maintained in a clean state. A panel of judges will evaluate the submissions after the 6-month period to determine the winner. Ian Blakey, an executive member of the Green Group, said after seeing the beauty of the island revealed through the mass cleanup campaign for the island's 50th independence anniversary, it is hoped that this can continue throughout.
Instead of making us look good for one day, can we please look good for 6 months? And we're inviting communities to bid in to a commitment to look good for 6 months. The suggestion is that they say, look at us now, here are some pictures of us right now. And we want to impose a deadline of the 14th of February, though we might have to extend that a little bit. Submit some photographs. Here we are looking our best. And then between now and July, people are going to come along, inspect, see how they're getting along. Are they still free of litter? Are the plants getting too overgrown? And the community that has most successfully maintained the appearance they had on the 7th of February or until mid-February gets the trophy, gets the recognition.
Blakey spoke of the effects of littering and how this initiative can benefit the island.
Tourists don't like it. They compare. They come here and they look at the litter and they say, typical third world country, that hurts. Or they come here and they say, wow, this place is clean, Grenada's different, and you feel proud. Now, why can't we keep that up all the time? But mosquitoes breed in litter full of water, give us dengue, and rats are attracted by food scraps, and drains get blocked, and plastics in soil aid the uptake of heavy metals into trees, and if we lose our cocoa industry to heavy metal in cocoa beans, we've lost just about everything.
Individuals interested in participating in the competition can submit their pictures via email. Blakey announced, urging everyone to join hands in this collective effort to keep Grenada clean.
It's Grenada Green GRP, so it's like group with the vowels missing, Grenada Green GRP@gmail.com. Everybody in every community, everywhere, though I'm sorry we're not represented in Carriacou and Petit Martinique this year, but if this year goes well, we intend to extend it everywhere, north to south. If you've got a community that looks good, here's a motivation for keeping it looking good.
Community Shine also aims to instill a sense of pride and responsibility among Grenadians, paving the way for a brighter, cleaner future for generations to come. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
A broken wall along the Grandad's main road is the highlight of tonight's GBN Eyesore.
A good eye catches all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Our citizen journalist wishes to highlight what they consider to be an accident waiting to happen. They are hoping the relevant authorities can step in to prevent the worst from happening. A broken wall is photographed leaning toward the direction of the road along the Grandad's main road. We thank our citizen journalists for expressing their concern and look forward to seeing remedial work done. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am I'm Senator Jonathan Lacrette, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs. Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Agritech Limited Grenada is your one-stop shop for all your farming needs. We provide seeds and seedlings, pesticides, fertilizers, irrigation and water management systems, veterinary products, and a wide range of agricultural products and implements. Our staff is knowledgeable and ready to serve you. Call us on 435-9677 or 440-4460 or visit us in Happy Hill, St. George. We are open Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Agritech Limited Grenada. Come grow with us.
All right, good morning and welcome to the conversation. It's 13 minutes after the off 7 o'clock. I want to say good morning to my good friend, Mr. Kenny James and wifey. How do you do? Good morning. Hope you all are doing fine. And, I know it's a tough challenge to deal with the boys, but I know you're capable, so just do your best, man. All right, currently, Australia, they're 133 for 4 in 16.2 overs, requiring 88 runs from 22 balls. That's a tough ask. Okay, I'm expecting guests. Unfortunately, I have not seen them shown up as yet. I was expecting a gentleman from Finland, a boxing coach, and unfortunately they're not here as yet. So we're going to have a conversation, and I'll leave it up to you to talk about what you want to talk about. Of course, we're keeping it short, to the point, and not offensive. Good morning.
Good morning to you, brother.
Morning, welcome.
I just want to make a point across the board.
You have something that is loud in the background.
I'm so sorry, brother.
Okay, go.
I humbly apologize. Now, you have a certain trade union leader. I want to elaborate, and I want to be too specific. But he has a tendency to forget the stress and the pressures they were under the previous administration. When they walk day after day, want money for this, that, this present government solved the problem and give them all the necessary financial disbursement that was due on to them. However, this man, he seems to see petty little avenues, as some teachers get paid on time and, irrelevant things that doesn't pertain into growth and development of the country. He seems to want to look petty issues to cause disruption and discord. Tell him I see. Sit down and reflect on the past administration, how they treated them, and look at the present administration and the kind courtesies and protocols that are opening towards them, towards a healthy growth in that relationship in the trade union era. So please, tell this BG, take note and pull up his socks and get the act together. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the Tuesday.
Have yourself a great day, sir. Have yourself a great day. 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. St. Clair Duberry says, good morning from Montserrat. Everyone, stay safe. You too, Papi. You know the number to call. It's 435-2041. Let's have a conversation. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, innocent. Morning to you listeners and morning to your viewers.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I see that your station carries something on the Tobago situation. I am very concerned. I wonder if the weather, the wave pattern was different, whether we would not already been inundated. We need to ask ourselves a question. If it comes to our part, are we prepared? I'm talking about the oil spillage in Tobago. Are we prepared? And who is responsible in terms of that? And are they thinking about activating whatever mechanism they have that been established so far? I'm raising this question because sometimes we wait until disaster happens and then we try to react. Then we just react or just put up our hands, in the air. I think about the incident when we had the stone falling down and the bus. It's only after that the authorities then start thinking about the possibility of other slippage. I think we must have disaster preparedness, disaster response mechanism in place at the forefront, not just as this NADMA response, but for all of us as a people. We have different levels of responsibility, and I don't get the impression that we really have a culture where we take this thing seriously.
Okay.
For instance, we are into the second or the third month of the dry season. It really began in December, to be in the third month. We just have about 2.5 months again for the wet season. Are we doing anything in advance to ensure that we are not scrambling when that season comes?
Are you doing?
Become more proactive.
Are you doing anything?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Well, what I'm doing is exactly that. I'm trying to raise awareness. I'm doing what I could do, and this is what I could do most: raise awareness, encourage people.
Okay.
Advocate.
Okay.
We have different capabilities and responsibility, and I'm doing that. This is the reason I'm back and forth. I mean, I was the first one to raise the issue of Tobago last Friday.
Okay.
And I was back on it yesterday. Now we have it on the radio. At least last time you had a mention of it on your station, and this morning it's good that you had a little more elaboration so that people know there's something serious not too far from us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller. 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, that is the time. Folks, once again, I want to remind you that you can call via our WhatsApp platform. It is the same number, 435-2041. We've made the necessary adjustments so that we can accommodate your WhatsApp calls. So please feel free to do so. It's 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's head back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Greetings, Mr. Innocent. The peace of Christ be upon you and all your listeners.
Thank you.
I just want to make a simple suggestion to the government. I would like the government to just put aside a Sunday to give God praise and thanks. I don't think we need more holidays in Grenada now. We have a lot of holidays. But just one Sunday, engage the church leaders, bring the people who could go to the stadium, bring them down, and those who could stay at home. So it's aired. So that entire Sunday, just giving God praise and thanks. The church leaders know the power of praise and thanks. It said the Lord dwells in the houses of those who give praise and thanks, and Satan runs from the houses of those who give praise and thanks. We just want to forget all our differences, our bitterness, for just one Sunday a year to give God praise and thanks for everything. Thus far, we know that the amount of things we have helped us with protection, deliverance, provision. Just set aside just one Sunday a year for only just giving Him praise and thanks. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you very much. It's 22 minutes after 7 o'clock. So she wants one Sunday in the year to be designated as National Worship Day. I think that's what she's asking for. That's a good idea, but it's also important that we do our own, brighten that little corner where we are. 435-2041, that's the number to call to be in on the action. Let your voice be heard. Folks, let me tell you something. Don't take this lightly, There are some places in the world that people wish they had the opportunity to let their voice be heard. All right? So don't take it for granted. And, when you call on a program, not necessarily just this program, but any program that you're calling, that nowadays the world is referred to as a global village. All right, everything is interconnected. The world is interconnected. So when you say something here, in the space of seconds, someone in Dubai can respond to it. So hence the reason why it is so important that we be mindful of the things that we come and say on the media. And I am stressing this not just here, but any of the media platforms that you get into, be careful of what you say, how you say it, and stuff like that. You have to be careful. I want to say good morning to my good friend Mike Hutchinson, Mike and Mikey. Good morning, both of you. I want one get jealous. Good morning to the twins. Morning, good morning. Yeah, I hope you all are doing fine. Cecil Cadet, good morning to you. Andrea, good morning. Thomas Fupi Moraine, good morning to you guys. Hope you all are doing fine. Yeah, there are so many things happening. Something that is of concern to me, again, I'm seeing a lot of it. Waste disposal. The way we dispose of our waste. I still find it strange that we have instances of people driving in vehicles and throwing out waste through the windows. I mean, come on. This is so uncouth, Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Innocent. How are you doing?
I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm blessed, and it's a beautiful morning. I have two little pieces to speak about this morning,
Okay.
Innocent. There is a place by the General Hospital. After you leave coming in the hospital, you have a tree. Come down to close to the telephone post. Many people who listening now will know what I'm talking about. Innocent, a woman could have lost her life yesterday. And I'm begging the authority. I thought this morning I would come and see they block off no parking there. The place is a deep hole there, but Innocent, all the bush come over and you hardly could see the danger down there. So people will park and they don't even observe what is there, because when you want to park, it's a park you want. The woman parked yesterday and as she come out and she van, Innocent, the woman go right down in this hole. But she spoke to me. It's close to my little business. She said, thank God you have a pipe that wire iron around. That is my connection. The foot go down inside and past that what hold her back. She didn't go right down, and he had people around. Men, they help her and they pull her up. When she come up, I saw blood and the foot swell. So asking is not fair to come and park, go visit, and then you hear your family member lost their life or what the case may be. So I'm calling on the authorities to come and look at the situation. Either they put no parking or they clean the place, take out the bush and everything, so you see the danger there. So perhaps you might be able to use your head better and know how to park. The next thing is, I want to congratulate this NDC. I don't know what they do. To me, like the real work and the brains of some of us in this country. Innocent, after years, we have workers working with the past government, 18 years on contract. The night after election, everybody see, the ministers and them see that permanent job is important. They call on this government to make them permanent one time. And a permanent job is good. Innocent, you work in with this hotel and the employees, yes, you take all your abuse, you take everything. Today, the workers could see the advantage that taking on them in the hotel, calling on the government to help them. I really want to congratulate that NDC government for opening the eyes of many workers in this country to see the abuse and the advantage. I'll stand up for all the rights. I'll spend how much years suffering. I remember the past Prime Minister when about 90 workers in SG refused to take the injection, the vaccine. And these people lost their work. They stay home years without a job. The Prime Minister said the people have a right to protect the job. He never stand up for the workers. And today, hearing the workers crying for this government to help them. All you continue crying because advantage and abuse is not right. But go light on this government because only less than 2 years now they're in office. But continue crying after staying 18 and how much years with abuse. All you see the light now. Thank you, my brother. Have a good morning.
Have a good one myself. Don't raise your pressure too high, okay?
No, I'm raising it.
Yes. All right. Good. Have a good one. It's 28 minutes after 7 o'clock. Kyron Coppin says, good morning, my friend. Have a happy day from Jean Collins in the US of A. Rufin Glynn, good morning to you, bro. All the way in the great US of A. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Jason. Gordon, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
I'm not hearing your voice saying, hey, Tanti, morning, how are you doing? But Tanti is here this morning to tell you what she's going through with the Grenada, the government of Grenada, and what they're doing for our people. They have to do it in the right way. You go into the health center to get medication, you have to bring the repeat for them. You go back for your repeat, they tell you what you used before is not finished. This medication don't last long in the bottle of the garden. There's a small bottle. And it cannot last a month. But they wanted to last a whole month before they could give you a repeat. I went yesterday to court to get my repeat of medication. I called them, they say yes, they have it. When I called them up for it, they called me up for it, they said, sorry, we cannot give it to you because it's not a month yet. I say, but the medication not lasting a month because a little bit in the bottle. Sometimes you're going to put it in your eyes, it dropping outside the eye. You have to put it again. You have to keep putting drops in your eye. If you don't put the medication in your eyes, you lose your sight. They don't understand what sight is to us. You have your sight, you could see. You have others that can't see at all. You have who have one side, they could see that one. God give them help in that one because it's hard to put the medication. And if you don't put the medication in the eyes, the pressure go up in the eyes, and the eyes start to give you trouble. It's irritating, it's itching, it's hurting. No medication to put. If you don't have money to buy it, who's going to help you? If you are not getting help from your citizens, your government people, we are independent, but we must help people. If you're independent, you have everything, so you must be able to help others who are in need of help. But I had to walk out there saying, okay, don't give it to me. I'm going to walk the street and beg for it. But I didn't have to beg because people help people. They don't in need of help. And if you don't help them, then God's going to punish you. He said, help one another, love one another. When you give to someone, you give to God. We have to help one another in this world today. We have to live with love. People in the world living today don't have no love, no unity, no peace. They're just going ahead doing what they shouldn't do.
Okay.
Not helping and not giving. God, you must let them know. The people, the senior citizens, is the one that have bring Grenada with this today. I was running a long time. I'm 87 years and I cannot walk. I have no children. I have no grandchildren. I want to say I could turn to them for help. I look out for help from who could help me.
Okay.
And if the government helping those who are in need of help, let the government of the dispensary people know that when these people to come for the medication, give it to them. Let them them able to see, because we help put them there too. Even though our sight is bad, we're still going to put the eggs. And we're going to put them there, let them rule the country as a father of the nation. Father must take care of the children need when they need help. Have a blessed day.
Have a good one, Tanti. Have a good one. I do hope that things do work out for you. Celestine, Zai, Miss Claire, yeah. Good morning. Happy birthday to you, Lydia Cameron. You're celebrating today. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I used to sing once, you know. Enjoy it to the fullest, girl. Yeah, enjoy it. Marlon Superville from Trinidad is watching. He says, good morning. Watching from Trinidad. Happy 50th anniversary. Alexandra Velez, blessed morning to beautiful people in Grandans. Have a blessed day. All right, good. Ruffton Glean, ma'am. Good morning again. Folks, we take a commercial break. When we do come back, I was told that my guests are outside, so I'll be bringing on the guests. See you on the flip side.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event taking place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotofed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
Skin
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. As I told you before I ran off on the break, well, as a matter of fact, even earlier, I told you that I'm expecting this gentleman from Finland, along with another representative from the Grenada Boxing Association, Mr. Davis Adams. But to my immediate right is my sparring partner this morning.
All right, I don't even try with you. Yeah. Let's make it that clear. Okay.
His name is Jaakko Julissa. He is visiting from Finland, and he is a master in combatant sports. So he's in Grenada for a brief moment, and he is sharing his expertise with us under the auspices, of course, of the Grenada Boxing Association. While at that, I want to say good morning to Mr. Norbert Grant. I remember that few sessions we had at the Hermitage Government School in 1990, somewhere thereabout. And the scare that you gave me wanting to put me in the ring. But good morning, you're a good fella still. Jaakko, good morning and welcome to Grenada.
Good morning. Once again.
And Davis, well, Davis is a home name in GBN, so it's always a pleasure. Tell us about Jaakko.
Yeah, I'm visiting here, like you said already, brief moment, and I'm developing the Caribbean sport of boxing with Olympic style, and I'm helping all the national teams, trainers, athletes of Caribbean area country. We're visiting 7 country islands of Caribbean now with my family. I'm traveling with my family, 2 lovely boys, 5 and 7 years old, and my wife.
Okay, so have you been like a boxing champion in Finland? Have you?
Yes, I competed a long time. I had like 20-year career. I won 3 world titles in kickboxing. I was national champion, awarded European coach back home there.
Okay, wow. So you're the guy not to mess with.
No, I'm very gentle as a person, but in the ring I'm beast. I have to be. I'm sorry to say that, but
coming to think of it, Finland, in my recollection, Finland seemed to have produced quite a number of good boxers.
Not too many. We have more with winter sports like ice hockey, skiing. Okay. It's more appreciated there.
Okay.
Yes. And we have good rally drivers.
Okay. Now let me talk to Davis. What use do you intend to put Jaakko into?
Well, as he said, his travel to the Caribbean is multi-dimensional in the sense that while he's here and enjoying the warmth of the Caribbean, enjoying all that we have to offer, he also has this aspect in him of community service, giving back from all that he has learned to humanity and to people. And so when he reached out to the Boxing Association of Grenada Incorporated to see how we can utilize him, we were very happy to say yes. Once you come to Grenada, we'll be able to use you to pass on some of the experiences that you have gained, as a boxer and combat sport specialist, kickboxing, whatever area. We'll be able to utilize it. So whatever small our boxers can get from him, we were willing to take the chance on Jaakko, and we believe that we've made an excellent choice to have him in Grenada. We hope he enjoys Grenada other than just being able to give, that he enjoys the hospitality, the weather, the everything, but at the same time utilize him within our communities so that he'll be able to pass on some of the experiences he had to our boxers and our officials.
How are we doing nationally from a boxing perspective?
But I mean, nationally, I would say that we are not like in the 80s and in the 90s.
With Bonnie.
Yes, with Bonnie and Markety and Tad and all of the hosts of tremendous boxers, Jewel and Kenneth and Alex, you name them. Quite a lot of tremendous boxers we have produced. The sport is not at its fledgling in the meantime, but our desire is that it could get to the heights that it was many, many years ago, and that's why we also have him to encourage others to come in.
What do you think it would take to get our boxing back to a more competitive level?
The first aim is not to concentrate on the situation you have now, because we have to look a little farther, the next generation, future champions. Many times you cry that we don't have champions, we don't have the good boxers. Okay, why don't you do something for it? You have to produce, you have to make the possibilities for the upcoming fighters and everything together. You need to support support of the local people, everything to get the visibility for the sport.
So in essence, you're saying you have to identify the younger ones and take them from that youthful stage and bring them into a boxing career.
Yes, and give them the possibility to chase the dream. It's two options: you dream or you dream and work. But the work needs people around you. You cannot do it by yourself. It's a lonely sport. It's the loneliest sport in the world to be in the ring and face the opponents internationally. You know it. Yeah. You know it. I know it. Yeah. It's not easy place to be.
I'm trying to figure out if it was from a movie. I saw that, but there was this boxing match where one guy was getting himself whooped, and he was telling his coach and the team that he wants to get out, and they told him, go, you could do it, and he walked off because he's saying to himself, I'm inside here getting the blows and you sit down outside.
But I've seen the opposite happen very often, where sometimes one want to quit, and with that encouraging word, and they say, you can do it, you instill confidence, you can do it, hey, don't give up, and they go back into the ring and they claim victory. So you have the two sides of the coin for sure.
Okay. Now, in addition to wanting to do it, having that dream to become a great boxer and so forth, what are some of the fundamental prerequisites? So, you can look at somebody, for example, you can look at the build of someone and say, that person is going to be a good long distance runner, or that person is going to do well with the shot put, and so forth. What do you look for in boxers?
Big heart and brains. These are the biggest muscles you have. I was perfect example. I was white, very skinny guy. Everybody was laughing at me, but when they saw in the ring, they were clapping. So it was different. I don't have big muscles. I'm not. Of course, now I have tattoos, but when I was fighting, I didn't have tattoos. I don't like tattoos. No. I had two friends who make tattoos, and they said, Jarkko, you're a fighter. You have to encourage yourself to making tattoos and look strong and scary. I said, no, I win everybody, then I take tattoos. So I started taking tattoos after I retired, when I was world champion.
Okay. So in essence, what individuals need, the youngsters who want to have a career in boxing? A big heart.
Yes, and they need to want it by themselves. Nobody cannot come and say, hey, we want you to be a champion. Many times now when I'm a trainer and coach, I face situation where father brings the boy to the gym. I said, make my boy a champion. I said, do we ask the boy himself at all? So you have to really want that. And you don't have...
It makes it easier.
Yeah, and you don't have to put like a goal that I want to be a world champion or something like that. That's far away, but you have to like the training, like the sport, like to get sweat, like the combatant, meet opponents and challenges. That's the most important thing. It's also in the life.
That's the basics of life. I always have adopted that philosophy now. Face your fear.
Face your fears.
That's true. That's true. If you just run away, you're not getting stronger. You prefer
because the battle you run from today, you meet it up down the road, and then you're more scary. So from the Grenada Boxing Association standpoint, are there any plans, any programs in place for young and developing boxers?
We do have. First of all, the Boxing Association of Grenada Incorporated is actually we're putting together plans for rolling out for next year, couple of years, in terms of how do we grow the sport in the community, and that's where we are at. So that when we launch out into growing the sport in the community, we would see the return of boxing at its peak in Grenada again. It would not take 1 month, 1 year. It would take a while because those are slow cooking processes, and so that's part of the plan now, is to use him as an encouragement to others. So for example, this afternoon sometime around 3 o'clock, he will be down at the Excel Plaza gym. That's where Shane Joseph trains boxers, and we're asking all boxers to come down there. and to see what they can gain from him from 3 o'clock. And as the days go by, we'll allot them as to where else he's going to be. So we want all boxing coaches, all boxers, whether it's Benjamin, Jewel, and we wish we could have had those from Carriacou come down also. But the program we start this evening at 3 o'clock at the Excel Plaza, where Shane has his gym, and Shane has done tremendous work for boxing in Grenada. As a matter, just a couple of weeks ago, he had one of the premier boxers in Europe visiting Grenada and his gym, a guy who of Grenadian parentage called Daniel Dubois, and it was such a wonderful experience for boxers to see him train in Grenada, and we are hoping to bring him back to continue the process of encouraging. And then, of course, we want to partner with our Ministry of Sport to see if we can develop some form of infrastructure for our boxers, identified place for a gym, and then of course the program of visiting schools, getting that permission, because we're an incorporated group, and so we want to partner with the Ministry of Sport also to see how we can work with the Ministry of Sport, Ministry of Education to have an organized program of boxing at the schools. So,
but don't you think just like athletics and football and cricket and so forth, don't you think boxing should be part of the school's curriculum?
It should have been. It should have been a long time. But of course, everybody has their own phobia about this and that when boxing is as safe as anything else. But I think we have a more open society now where we see the benefit of all sport. And for example, one of our premier boxers, Cameron Moses, is in Canada training and may become a professional just now. And that's probably just the beginning of sowing seeds within the schools and the communities to expose our boxers and get our boxing back to where it belongs. So yes, we have a program. Soon we're going to be having a national championships sometime March or April. For all the boxers who are training, the young ones, different categories, of course. We're going to have a national champ so that we can show them that we are working and trying to get them to harness and to expose the talent that they have. And then sometime later on during the year, we plan to have an invitational where we bring in boxers from other parts of the Caribbean to come in and to box, showcase the talent again, and use it as a springboard to encouraging others to join the sport. So we do have a plan going forward, of course, and most importantly, getting it into the communities.
We have a caller on the line. Someone wants to say hi. Good morning, caller.
Morning. I'm not against the boxing sport, and I want to say a special morning to Mr. Adams. He doesn't know me, but that guy, he's a good guy. Basically, that's what I have to say. I heard about him, and so Mr. Adams, you are a good guy. Keep it up. But on the same, I'm not against boxing also, but I'm just concerned about the health, because I understand that a lot of boxers they lose their memory afterwards. I think it is Muhammad Ali, a couple of them in a long time ones. I don't know about the recent ones. And to me, it's a very dangerous sport in terms of you knocking your head and so on whatnot. So while I don't want nobody to jump on my chest, I'm saying I'm a bit concerned about the health hazard in terms of it. You get your memory loss, you get beat up, things. So I don't know if probably there's a way. I'm suggesting that you could make it safe and safer for people to enjoy the sport or people to participate. Probably that is why a lot of people not taking part in the sport because of the memory loss and the health hazard and all these things surrounding the boxing. So I don't know what you all could do if you all could make the sport safer, because from what I'm hearing now is that you could lose your memory, etc., and it's a health hazard. So maybe you could convince me and see if you could design a program where it's not a health hazard to people. But Mr. Adams, you are a good guy and all the best. I don't think you're in teaching. I don't know if you're still in the school as before, but I heard very good reports about you, your conduct, your principal, and all your children to school. Just about everything good about you. So keep up the good work. But I'm concerned about the safety and security of the boxers. Thank you, my friend. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let me hear you respond to this.
Yeah, of course. Nowadays we have good gloves, we have helmets, we have mouthpiece, we have good judges judges, referees who are controlling the safety of the fighter. That's the most important. Also the cornermen, coaches, trainers, they know that the safety comes first.
But is there any truth to the fact that boxers, after a while, they do get head injuries which could leave them with lifelong and life-threatening,
Let me jump in quickly first. Truth be told, I guess because there is the appearance, because of course it's a combat sport, so there's always the appearance that it's dangerous. But truth be told, when it comes to concussion and head injuries and so, boxing is probably even safer than even the soccer that we play.
That's true.
The American football that we play, the rugby that we have in England and in Australia, Australian rules football. Boxing is tremendously much safer than even all of those sports. And most importantly, as Jaco would have said, the training of officials, coaches, that's what counts and makes the sport even safer. Because when we are knowledgeable of the body, when we are knowledgeable of the boxer and what obtains, what to look for, we know what to do with our boxers. We can put a 80 pound, 120 pound to go and spar with a 200 pounder. So all of those are in the purview of the judges and the officials to ensure that the sport remains very safe. But truth be told, ma'am, boxing is as safe as or even safer than most of the other sports that we look at and we enjoy on a daily basis. I said soccer, for example, has a lot more concussed people than even boxing. But the one or two that you see happen, it does create a stir. So I don't know if you want to add.
Yeah, I agree very well. That's very well said. So because in the sport of boxing, we try to box, we try to hit opponent. It affects people's mind. This is crazy. It's like street fighting. But no, it's very restricted. We have rules. We have officials. We have referees. It's very controlled. But in team sports, it happens. I don't want to compare it and say that some other sport is bad.
Better he do it than you.
But in numbers, boxing is one of the safest sports.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
We do have another caller. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
I'm actually back, but this time, yes, the safety in sports, but not just for boxing, as being indicated in general, is quite a big topic. Something I wanted to ask specifically, though, was about boxing in Carriacou. Once upon a time, Carriacou was pretty well known, not just among our 3 islands, but in the Caribbean for boxing. And I just wondered about that making a comeback in some way, because it kind of started fizzling out maybe in the late 1980s, thereabouts or so. But before that, they made quite a mark. Any comments?
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, if I may add, and truth be told, I'm from Carriacou also, so I am part of the boxing landscape of Carriacou.
Yeah, kayak?
Oh, yes, of course. And Carriacou has always produced tremendous boxers throughout the heyday of boxing in Grenada. Starting with a cousin of mine called Joe Adams, who was once one of our heavyweight champions and was gone on to represent, God rest his soul, represent Grenada in a lot of important tournaments. So boxing in Carriacou has been very, very healthy, still is very healthy, caller. It is still very healthy, but I think what's affecting boxing, not just in Grenada and Carriacou, is we have not really laid the infrastructure for exposing our boxers in Grenada as it was in the 80s. As a matter of fact, when we lost that central gym on the Carenage in middle of around 2000, 2008, 2009, just around those areas, when we lost that central gym, it's like we were like a group of people without a home. And so from all those years back to now, because we lost that central gym where people from all over the island came into St. George and trained on the Carenage, and we no longer have access to it, I think that's when boxing took its hit. And hopefully, as we engage our sports ministers and sporting authorities to see what we can do to have that central training center for our elite boxers where they can leave St. Patrick and St. Andrew and come for what you may call training at a higher level. We would get back there, but it's going to take quite a lot of discussion, a lot of compromise, and I'm hoping that as we approach our Ministry of Sports and then we organize programs to bring boxing back to the schools, we'll get back to where we were. And you are correct. Boxing contributed to the sporting landscape in Grenada as almost any other sport.
Yako, before we run off, we're almost out of time. If the invitation is extended to you from the Boxing Association to come and do a coaching stint in Grenada, are you available?
Of course. That's one aim, to come like yearly, every second year to Caribbean area and help to develop it more and get inspiration people, help them grow. Yes. Okay. Of course.
So, Davis, any intent on I mean, I know it's going to take some costing, but if we're gonna get it back to where it belongs, something has to be done. Some funds definitely have to be injected into it.
Yeah. Again, I said that's where our policymakers come in. The bigger heifers come in, and as we engage them, I think all of those can go on the table to be able to get them into seeing what boxing can do for Grenada and for Grenadians, and how we can thrust us, just like how Kirani is thrust into the limelight, how boxing can thrust us into the limelight. But again, I just want to say for sure that 3 o'clock down at Excel Plaza, Yako will be there to showcase his expertise and to pass on his experiences, and we move on to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we continue to allot folks where Yako will be.
Okay. Yako, thanks for dropping by, and look forward to maybe visit one of your sessions and maybe do a little spar.
Yeah, it would be nice. We take at least photos and do some promotional stuff. Yeah, that's really good. I wait for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we call on Joel and all of the others, Benjamin, all of those who have the small fledgling gyms to make their boxes available. This evening, 3 o'clock going backwards, they can come down at the Excel Plaza and they would encounter Yako there.
Okay. Yes, just come say hello. I will be there.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for dropping by and giving us that information. Folks, we've come to the end of the program for the morning, and I want to thank you for being a part of it. Wendy, Mark, good morning. All those of you who participated one way or the other. And before I run off, surprise again, West Indies won by 37 runs. I almost collapsed. But folks, we've got to go. We've got to join the BBC. It's always a joy being with you. Look forward to another engagement. I love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Innocent. Thank you.